Alright, so it is 7 o'clock in the morning and I'm sitting outside of Kroger. I've had a wonderful night's sleep. This is my day off. But I am going in to train for another position at the current job that I have. So, I am up at the butt crack of dawn. About to go get some Starbucks and lotion and a few things I need from Kroger before the day begins. And I'm gonna try to fucking make this shit work. I'm in between positions at the moment. It's currently a service tech. Trying to move over to service advisor. So quite the change from their perspective, but for me it's stuff I've already done. Like, this job is kind of out of the normal for me. I'm more of a desk kind of guy, so it'll be nice to get back to that if I can figure this out. But it's really dope to have the opportunity. But yeah, I'm trying to make this shit work. I had another job literally lined up. I had the paperwork signed. I had the dude literally tell me I was hired. And then I got ghosted, so that was weird. Fuck IHOP, or the people who worked at IHOP. I mean, IHOP's not great. They're so food, but not fuck IHOP. I mean, they could sponsor me or whatever. I don't care. But yeah, I'm about to go fucking do this shit. No rest for the wicked. I don't get days off anymore right now. And I'm totally fine with that. Because it's like at this point in my life, days off just aren't days off. I'm thinking about how I should be making money or how I'd like to. And I'm okay with that. It's not like a guilt thing, or it's moving away from a guilt thing. Before it was like a guilt with resting or anything like that. Now it's just like, dude, I would much rather be doing anything else than just sitting here when my bank account looks the way it looks and my life is the way that it is. Because it's like, I don't want to rest in squalor. I want to rest when I feel like I've earned it. You know? Legit. Not trying to make it harder for myself, but legit. Like, I feel like I've stolen some rest from my older self in my younger years. I definitely party too hard. I definitely spent too much money on bars and all that kind of bullshit on drinks. So it's like, it makes sense. It makes sense that I'm where I'm at right now. On every level, I can't be upset. We're gonna continue going. So yeah, we'll see how this day goes. I've done this. It's been going for I want to say maybe like a month at this point. So it's still a pretty new thing. And hopefully not much longer, and I can just go ahead, cross over, get this job started, bit bop boop bop bam, call it a day, and I can move on with my life in a very significant way if this works out, hopefully. But yeah, I'm gonna go get this coffee and this other shit and try to figure out some food for breakfast, I guess. I'm so bad at planning out breakfast because I never want to eat like first thing in the morning, but as soon as I get to work, which is like an hour later, I guess like an hour and a half later from waking up, I'm hungry. But it's like, how do I get my current self who just woke up to figure out what I will want in an hour and a half's time, you know? First world problems, I guess. I sound like such a bitch right now. But it's what it is. So, yeah. Alright, coffee. It is now 12:12 and training is complete. Training is essentially just me sitting in, I guess hopefully my new boss's office and watching her work. And today I got more thrown into, I guess, just doing the work myself. So it was pretty cool. It's pretty great. I'm feeling more confident about it. As time goes on, as things tend to happen when you get to practice them. But yeah, it is done. I now have the rest of my day to fucking chill. My first thought was to go get poke, but it's fucking raining, it's cold. I kind of just want to go home and lay down and pretend like I don't want to go to sleep, but probably just go to sleep and rest. You know, maybe take a few violent rips, call it a day, cough my ass off, be happy. But first, I'll probably try to find some sort of food, I don't know. But yeah, I'm super excited for this new path if it works out. And then if not, then again, I just take it from there. But everyone seems to like me in the job. I'm getting along with everyone. The fact that I'm even able to be up for the position from the position that I was in, I feel speaks volumes, at least for myself. It's like I can't look at this objectively and feel like shit, because it's like people are literally telling me that they fuck with me in almost those exact words. So I don't know. I try to think about stuff like this whenever I'm in the low lows and the pits of despair type shit. But don't we all? But yeah, next step, food, and then more relaxation. So, bye. Food acquired. I really gotta stop spending money like this. But honestly though, I'm sick of it. I can make better food at this point. I'm choosing not to. I literally swiped my card, paid for the food, and immediately got a call from my bank. I'm not like overdrawn or anything. I don't know what it's about. I didn't answer, but I was just like, what are the fucking... Just give me a little freak out there, because nothing's worse than going to get food and not having the money to pay for it. There's just no lower than that. I'm sorry, it hurts. I've been there and I don't want to be there again. So I need to stop almost putting myself in that position. But it is difficult, because sometimes I don't want to cook, and I am always hungry. Man, but yeah. Another struggle. Let me get out of here. People are looking at me and I look weird, probably. Or I probably just look like a dude talking on his phone. But yeah, let me get out of this parking lot. Like, how do you remain in an open state while also, like, keeping people at a distance, or, like, in the nothing zone where their words don't matter? I think that's what I have to struggle with at work every single day. Because, like... Before, I would get emotionally attached to literally anybody and anything now, looking at it objectively. Like, for any little thing, I would just sort of take it on. Like, cringe. Your cringe was immediately my cringe type of thing. And it's like, I literally just don't have the energy for that, so I'm having to, like, practice this muscle of, like, maintaining my own energy and presence and in train of thought whilst having to work with people who I don't necessarily feel like there's like a one-to-one connection. There's a bit of like a generational gap, and just like the stuff that we're into is completely different. The way we communicate is just a little bit different. So it's just like, and I mean, I'm not saying that we all don't get along, like we're chill, but at least from my perspective, I don't know how they see it. I feel like I mostly zone out when I come to work. I just kind of clock in, clock out. I might make a few jokes here and there, but I don't know. I just don't have it in me. And that's strange for me, because normally I do. I always have it in me. I always have it in me to laugh or joke, but not anymore. It's like it's just not who I am. Like, not to toot my own horn, but like, I've been told I'm pretty funny. And it's like, always, since birth, I'm like, it kills me to my fucking core to be known as the funny guy. Even though it's this muscle that I have stretched and used because I saw that it worked, but it's like, I didn't quite connect it, I guess, as a kid. Like, hey, if you're always telling jokes and like doing goofy stuff, you might mess around and perhaps get seen as the funny guy. So I don't know. Like, I really do not try to be funny, and sometimes it annoys me when I'm just speaking and someone starts laughing. I'll just instinctually kind of laugh too. I won't even know what I said is funny. I don't know if that was English. It's early in the morning. But yeah, it's like, I genuinely, half the time I'm like, I'm just kind of thinking and not filtering. And then I look up and then people are laughing. So it's like, I don't know, I'm trying to rein in that muscle. I was actually just talking with a friend about how I so instinctually will just like pity laugh anybody, and not like the type of like pity laugh to where it's like, okay, dude, like move on. But it's like, I try to jump in there and I will try to save the joke and make you feel like the funniest person in the world, whether it's like a joke worth saving or not is not really in question. It's just like a knee-jerk response. And we were talking and I was just saying how it's just gotten me into just like weird positions where I'm having to like basically just like agree to a whole thing that I don't agree with because I laughed. like even that, well, that was pretty genuine, but like I'll throw those in every now and then when I don't really know what to say, and I fucking hate it. I'm like, I know more vocabulary than that. Like, I can think of words when I'm alone, but I guess when I'm out in public, you know, you just build up a habit of doing certain things for so long in a certain way, and you just refer to things the same way for years and say the same phrases, and I'm like, I'm trying so fucking hard to not be that. Not trying to spill tea, but certain people who I grew up with would do that all the time, and I realized that looking back, and I wonder why I felt so unheard. It's because it's like I would go up to them, be like, hey, can you help me with this thing? And I would always get the same responses. It'd be like the same 5 responses. I can like hear them right now echoing in my head. So, yeah. It's one of those things. This dude is like, he's parking next to me right now, so I'm gonna chill out and I'm gonna not talk. Yeah, you have no idea how much I do not want to walk into this building right now and just want to go home and lay down and like watch a movie and be wealthy. Why is that so difficult? Like, why did Vin Diesel lie to us, y'all? He had me out here thinking I could grow up and live 1 fucking quarter mile at a damn time, and I just don't think that that's possible right now. I don't think that I can do that. Fucking hell, dude. This is what I'm talking about, I guess. 1, I've completely lost interest in what I was talking about before. It's boring and it's sad. And 2, I'm literally about to go sell my life away to the man for fucking money. About to go slave away for 8 hours. And fucking get this bread. Fucking hell, man. Actually, you know what I want to fucking do? I don't want to go to bed. I want to go home and I want to just listen to music all fucking day. and I want my ears to not hurt, and I want to have my headphones on, and I want to feel good, and I want to listen to like a bunch of new shit that I've never heard of, and I want to find like really good songs. So, like, sometimes I'll zone out and do that. It's been a fucking minute that I've been able to just, like, do that. Like, I've literally spent 12 hours just, like, combing through Spotify and shit like that. And I'll come out with, like, 5 songs and feel fucking excellent. Like, that's a good fucking day well spent. Because it's like I listen to, like, 300. So these 5 are excellent. Definitely. I fuck with them. I was working on this system of just one playlist for a minute, for almost like a year. Cause I'm not gonna say that. But yeah, so I was working off a system with like one playlist for a year. So it's like, all right, the criteria is as long as I want to hear the song again, it goes in the playlist. And then from then on, I would just kind of have it on random, and it'd be like, cool. Am I still fucking with it? Cool. Bet. And then as soon as I'm not fucking with it, gone. Blah. Out. So I did that for like a year. And then right now, where it's kind of settling, is I have main playlist, which is songs I fuck with hard, like main things go to all the time. This is basically what I have on repeat. And then I have another playlist, and this is the basically B tier and the I'm not sure playlist. So it's expanded it a lot more, and it's made like adding songs to the main playlist a lot smoother, I guess. Because it's like, I didn't realize I was giving myself like song anxiety. Like, I don't know. It's just what was happening. I was like, oh, I don't want to lose this song. Oh. It's like, dude, you just look it up again. Like, it's right there. But it's like, I don't know. It's like not having it in the playlist and like download it, ready to go. It's like, oh, I gotta have my music right there, man. So, yeah, having it this way it's really nice. And then before this, basically up to, I feel like I'm yelling. I don't know. I do that. I'll start yelling. I get that from my father. He yells on the phone, and I'm not on the phone, but it's like the same type thing that I'm holding on to. And I guess where I'm at. And I realize I just kind of yell when I get into like a topic. I just get like exasperated, winded. But yeah, before that, so I want to say this switch happened like 3 years ago. Before that, I was a heavy curated playlist dude. So I would have like 5 or 6 playlists, each a different mood, and I would like, random just wasn't a thing. Be like, okay, so we started at 1, and I would try to like build the song list out, and like these would be like 100 song playlists, and I would just days, months, years working on a playlist, just playlists. Like, which song fits where, and how does this play into that, and I like this ending attached to that ending, and now I'm like, now I go for just a general vibe. I'm like, I know what vibe I want. If it's random, it's gonna click. And so it's like, I essentially have the same exact thing that I had before, just without the effort. Because it's like, if I put it on random now, I'll just get these like chains of songs that I wouldn't think to even put together. I know I fuck with them because I put them in the playlist, and it's like they hit me fresh because it's like it's random. I don't know what's coming up next. So it's like, I don't know, just the listening experience is just a lot better. I don't know why I went on that rant, but I don't know if that would even be a rant. It's just a thought. This is literally, I don't know, I guess at this point, probably like 30% of my thoughts throughout the day. Yeah. Because it's like, yeah, it's just like, I guess it's mellowed out with age. And I don't know, this is my 30%, and I feel like my 30% might be different for other people. I don't know, I just seem to go hard in the paint for stuff I fuck with. Like, insanely. There's a period where, like, I was relating, like, everything to a song in my conversation. I realized, and I was like, what kind of a fucking dork? Dude, what? Like, oh yeah, that's like it's like that one Nirvana song. Like, dude, shut the fuck up, bro. No one gives a fuck. I also do this weird thing, right? So, like, if I'm posting music online, and I do this pretty regularly, I fucking refuse to post my good shit, which is what I consider most of my playlist. So I just post, like, the shittiest, like, C tier, sometimes B tier music. And, like, there's people I do really fuck with on there. Like, on my Snap. It's only people I fuck with on my Snap. But it's like, no. I'm like, no. If you want to hear the actual playlist, you have to be around me. Like, you either A, need to be at a party that I am hosting and or DJing at. 2, you need to be in my gosh darn car. Or section C. You need to be in my room. And we need to be having a conversation. And for some reason, the conversation needs to have gone long enough where I needed to have put music on. Or we just sat down to listen to music. Like, those are the stipulations. I'm sorry. To get the actual playlist, what I actually listen to, that's it. Or you could just follow me on Spotify and listen to it. And I don't know if anyone does that. I have 3 followers on there. I don't know who the fuck they are. They could be anybody. Which is cool. I think about that sometimes, but not really. It's like in all intents and purposes, it's probably like someone lame like my parents. Not that parents are lame, but you know what the fuck I mean. I love my parents. They're cool. But yeah, like, I just don't know. So I don't think about it too much. It's 3 followers. What is that? That's nothing. But yeah. Those are just dumbass rules that I made for myself. And it's a dumbass game that I play with myself that nobody knows. Except me. And it makes me laugh so much to think that there are people out there who I'm pretty sure think I have really, really bad music taste. And I don't know if I do. Anytime I do have my playlist on and people are around, they add songs, they tell me they fuck with it. I used to work at an Exhale and I would DJ, or not DJ, I would just put my, I would put the aux on, dog. I would grab the aux or whatever, you know, and I would go in there and I had that place fucking bumping, bro. Like, it would be a vibe. I was an opener too. I would like park my car out front. It'd be out there in the morning sun. You know, I come in, clock in, open up the store, got my music going, you know. I'm toking on the little Benjamin because it's Exhale, dog. You gotta be in the right state of mind to work there. And it's like they encourage that shit. It was a little vibe. It was a vibe, man. I would vibe. Obviously, I was a child, so I had the music way loud. So we had, like, complaints or whatever. But, dude, whatever. That was a fucking moment, man. Who can say they got to do that? I don't know. Probably a lot of people, because there's a lot of Exhales and there's a lot of openers. But it was a cool moment for me. as far as like managing things, it was better than being a manager at a Zoomies. Zoomies was kind of lame. They had like stuff we had to like memorize, and there were no cameras, so we had to like watch high school kids to make sure they didn't steal shit. And I'm like, working at that job, I got such a fucking distaste for high schoolers. I'm like, no, I'm done. There was one who I kind of fucked with. They would come around and we would chat. But I assumed that they were like 21, 22. And then they just happened to mention their age. And I was like, oh, dang. Which, looking back, I guess I made it more awkward than it needed to be, but... Because, like, before that, it was just chill. It was fine. But, I don't know. I'm always weary of that as an adult person. Like, I just don't want to be seen in that light for any reason. Because, like, I look pretty fucking young, apparently. I've been told for forever. Like, I still get confused for younger ages all the time, and it's like, why? I don't want to talk to you, generally. That person was cool. But, like, generally, if I am generalizing, if you're, like, below... I want to say, like, 19. I generally don't have a good time talking to you. It's just what it is. You're just on different stuff. You're at different life points. Like, you know, it's just a different vibe. I prefer older people. I've always been like that. Like, even as a kid, I would, like, my friends were, like, adult people. So, when I say adult, I'm thinking, like, 30 plus. So, they'd be my age now. And I would be like, I mean, I guess like 10 and upwards. It was just all adults that I had around, and like the conversations I would have with people. I would like philosophize about God and like just shit like that, because we were a very religious family. I'm sorry, not religious. We had relationships with God. But yeah, I have completely forgotten what I was talking about there, because I looked behind me and saw somebody get out of their car and was reminded that I am in public and about to go to work. And I am 1 minute away from being late. Which means I don't give a fuck, and I'm gonna keep talking, so... I'm just kidding. No, I gotta get in here. Be responsible, because shit is actually on the line now, and where I'm at right now, honestly, it's nothing to me. This job is nothing. Yeah, it's tiring, but that's nothing. I can do this all fucking day. I could be open or I could be fucking closed here. If they had overtime, I would never fucking leave here, and I would be rich as fuck. But whatever, this is what it is, so I'm trying to make it work. I'm gonna go in here and get this fucking bread. I am gonna remain focused all day, hopefully. Not too much dumbassery goes down, and that puts me in such a high position, and I'm like, oh, I hate it. Because you know what, I do dumbass shit too. I'm a person, and it's all perspective. Just because I don't mess with these people like that doesn't mean they don't mess with me like that. I don't know how they view me, so... I know we're all copacetic. I probably do a lot for these dudes. Some days I fucking hate working with them, man. I fucking hate it. These guys in their fucking cool-ass cars, they come through fucking vrooming. They're cool people. They're honestly really cool people. Probably some of the coolest people I have ever met in my life, like legitimately. Like they're just, when you think car dude. Like, and they got some cool ass whips, but They just don't be... Complaining is not cool. Alright, let me go make this fucking bread. I don't even know what I was talking about anyway, so it's like I can't even jump back to it. I'm not gonna go listen to this again and then go back into it. That'd be ungenuine. Bye. Fuck. Alright, so I guess this is like a self-journey update. I'm at a point now where it's like my body is physically used to responding to things in the way that it used to, ergo with anxiety and all that stuff. But my actual brain is just not there anymore. Like, it's not going to that spot. So I'm getting the physical response of anxiety without the mental response of anxiety. Which, I think it's just kind of part of it, maybe sometimes with people, how this stuff works out. Obviously, because it's happening, so it must be. But it's weird. I feel like a fucking alien right now. Like, I swear, just everything is just, like, extra difficult at this moment. And I mean, from everything I've heard and seen, everything gets a lot more uncomfortable the closer you are to the end, so we'll see. We'll see how that plays out. Like, I mean, I still feel better than I have in forever, but fuck, this is annoying. I just want to be able to kind of move freely, and I'm just not able to do that yet, but I see a me in which I can. So, it's like I'm in this sunken place, I guess, where my body is still kind of taking control over what I would rather be doing in actuality. This might just be a diatribe of someone going insane, so this could be like a cool case study for some doctor years from now, and who knows. But good news, it's early in the morning again. I'm up as early as fuck, so I'm getting that grind in. Early morning routines and whatnot. I'm supposed to be like a millionaire, right? Because I wake up at like 5 every morning. When does that come in? When does that happen? When do I get the millions? Can you send them? Please. I'm trying to switch up my routine, like, for real. It's not even I'm trying, I am. It's just happening now, naturally. I was doing the same thing for as long as I've moved out of my parents' house. Same routine, all of that. I didn't even realize it. And now I'm just, like, naturally switching it up. Like, it's not that I have to, it's just I am. I think my brain literally just kind of broke on all the old routines, and it's like I'm just not doing it anymore. Like, for instance, I used to always put my sock on my right foot first. It was a very visceral thing if I did not do that, and it would kind of fuck up my whole day. And then one day, I just forgot. Wasn't trying to, didn't set out to do it. I had been, just grinding. I mean, that's so generic. I've been putting in the work on self-care, as in affirmations and, like, actual, like, taking care of myself. That was like when I was first starting to implement it. And then one day, that just stopped. Literally. My whole life, I've had that. And then one day I just forgot about it, and now I don't really give a fuck. And it's like, just more and more stuff like that is happening faster and faster and faster. And it is creeping me the fuck out, because I'm like, yeah, I'm me. I'm being more me, but I'm like, I'm just constantly I'm being myself just differently. And on instinct and without remorse, and it's like I'm almost just existing, dude. It's becoming nice, but this push, or wherever the fuck I'm at, It's maddening. Because all I want is real human connection. And everybody thinks that they have that with me, so I must be capable of it. But I would just like to enjoy it with everybody else. In the same way, so that's what I'm going for. Doesn't get easier, but I gain knowledge, so it can't be all bad.
Alarm off.
Alright. So there's a part of my house called the room with no name. I'm currently in it. Why? Because it's fucking raining. I was taking a rip. I don't necessarily feel like getting in my car. So I figured I'd just kind of take it in. And then I also, because like this is for me, man, like I kind of want to get a cold start on audio as well. So I'll do that later, but yeah. Well, that's the rain. This just means that work is going to be extra slippery and a bit more draining. And I would like, especially considering yesterday, a little burrito, our little puppy, she got me with a little sneak attack. She was on this little couch we have, and I happened to be playing with her, like, right in front of it. So she does this, like, ninja move. She jumps off the couch onto my hip, but then she jumps off of my hip back onto the couch. It was pretty cool. It was cool. She's very athletic, and honestly, I've never had a dog like this. It's really cool to see, but it fucked up my hip a little bit. I was like, oh god, that's so cool. But shit. Oh fuck. All right. I think it's time to go ahead. Right, turn the light off fast. Normally I'm not the dude to sit here and wait for a garage door to close type dude. But since I'm about to leave the house, I'm gonna make sure nobody gets in and type shit. Alright, here we go. It's just one of the, like, small joys in life. I don't know how good it'll be this morning, but we'll try it. Alright, here we go. It's so dumb, it's so simple, but I fucking love it. Oh, man. It's like 6:20 in the morning. It's fucking raining. It's gonna be a slog of a fucking day, so I think that's all I had. The week has now come and gone. It is Sunday, and I am trying to enjoy my day off. Trading was great. Saturday was great at work. Well, as great as it could be. nice and busy. But I mean, it was, for all intents and purposes, a decent week. So hopefully soon we'll start having good weeks. And then in the near future, hopefully great weeks, and then amazing, and then we'll see what that cascades into. But yeah, a full-on week of just slaving away. I've been trying to, I've drove around for a minute trying to find like a secluded area to record, because like I've said before, I don't really want to do this where I stay, because it's like, it's quiet in the mornings, and it's like I will definitely be heard. And I don't know, it's just like, I feel like that's just weird energy to force your roommates to hear you like think about stuff and shit. It's sounds like common sense, but not everyone has it. I was definitely an asshole for a minute when I first moved out. Well, longer than I used to just like play music loud all the time and not think about it. But I don't know, I've really grown a lot, and I need to stop saying I don't know. It's a non sequitur, and I don't need it, because I do know some things sometimes. But yeah, I think I'm like 13 minutes from my house right now. I'm near this place I used to work at. There's this little parking lot that was normally always secluded when I worked there, but I went by today and there was one singular car out there, so I was a little bit upset. But it's fine, because I don't own the world, and that's the way the cookie crumbles. I'm at another parking lot, like I'm right next to the main road. For all I know, you could probably hear it. But yeah, I'm just chilling, man. I have got nothing but free time right now for hobbies, because it's like I don't have a second job. Like, I have the one job that hopefully turns into something better. I would like another job, but it's honestly difficult. Because it's like, yeah, I get off at 3, but it's like I'm doing manual labor, and it's like I leave there and I don't smell the greatest. I have like oil on me, like ATF fluid, and I've been rotating tires all day, and I've got like dirt and shit just all over me, and it's like I have to shower. So it's like, I get it. Like, I can see why the people at IHOP didn't call me back, even though I guess I had the job, because the way that I got the job wasn't even, I guess, legit. So what originally happened was I went to IHOP at, I think it was like 2 or 3 in the morning, because it was like I was fucking starving. There was nothing else open, and I wanted like something hearty, and they had steak and eggs. So I was like, all right, bet. So I also don't do like Uber Eats or anything like that anymore, because that's just so much money. Like, the same meal would have been like $30, and I spent like, I think like maybe like 15 in store. I got the gluten-free pancakes, eggs, and the steak, the ribeye or whatever, the T-bone steak that they have. But yeah, I started talking to the dude. He's like, all right, bet, dude. I'm like, that didn't come out right. And I was like, all right, bet, dude, are you looking for help? And he's like, yeah, sure, dude. So, long story short, he's like, bet, you got the job. He sends me the paperwork, has me fill it out. I'm like, cool, it's finished. I have the job. I'm just waiting for this dude to confirm it. I then get a text like 2 days later. It was another Wednesday. And it was like, come into IHOP for open interviews. And it had like 2 days to do it. It had the dates. So the first day I didn't say anything, because he didn't say anything. This was just from like another like corporate IHOP number. So I was like, maybe I'm just on a list, and I don't know. Because I'm like, in my head, I already got the job. I filled out the paperwork, I-9, all that shit. W-2s, shit, blah, 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 blah. And then it gets to the second day of the open interviews, and I'm like, well, let me say something in case I miss it. And I don't want to, like, not be able to have the job because I was supposed to just show up. So I message him, I'm like, yo, am I supposed to come to this? I take a screenshot of it. I send it to him so he sees exactly what I'm talking about. He's like, yeah, if you could. I was like, okay. And it just so happened to be in my work time. So I get off at 3, and it was like, you need to be here by 3. So I was like, cool, if I come an hour later. He's like, cool, that's fine. Long story short, I get there. His boss doesn't know that I have already filled out the homework, and he's thinking I'm just a dude coming in to get interviewed. I don't know this either, really. Like, I'm assuming this was all like formality. Like, I just wasn't aware of what everyone else knew. And so, like, I sit down and it just starts to really unravel in my head, I guess, from my position. Like, it seems like they're eating it up. They fuck with me. Like, I say eating it up. I'm just being myself, but it just seemed like they fucked with me. But it's like, it was very clear that they wanted someone more permanent. And, like, the main boss dude's, like, talking about, like, buying houses. And he's talked about, like, my car. He had the same car as me, or I'm sorry, 2 different versions of the car that I have right now. He really liked it. And also there's a manual as well, which is just always a talking point because people love that. It's just kind of rare these days. I feel a little bit cooler, whatever. It's like, but no, anyways. So yeah, I leave it. I leave this place with literally the dude's boss. Oh wait, let me back up again. I happened to ask this dude how long he had been there when we sat down before his boss walked over. I was like, hey, yeah, so just by the way, how long have you been here? He said a month. That was when I was like, oh, this guy doesn't have jurisdiction here at all. I am not in safe hands. This is an Allstate. But fast forward again, I literally leave this interaction with this man saying, you know what? Hire this dude. Send him the paperwork. We'll get him started this weekend. He's got goals. That's literally how I ended it. I shook his hand and the other dude's hand, and I left. Notice I said fill out paperwork. They had to resend paperwork. The same shit I had already filled out, which they resent. It had, like, some of the stuff already done. It, like, literally showed that I had already done it. And then I send him that I completed it. Doesn't say anything. I wait like 2 days. I go, hey, just checking to make sure that I filled everything out correctly. I did it on my phone. Just wanted to make sure. Because I did. I did it on my phone. I had my phone at the time. It was the easiest way to do it. And nothing. Not a damn thing. And I mean, I made it very clear in the interview that I was looking for something temporary, so I'm thinking maybe they thought about it in hindsight, and they were like, yeah, this isn't the dude, because they were like, what is it going to take to get you to leave your current job? I was like, I don't know, man, like 20 plus an hour? They're like, yeah, that's doable. I'm like, bro, this IHOP, stop lying to me. But I don't know. I don't know how their tips are. And it's like, I was willing to figure it out. I was willing to give up my summer, basically, to just slave away and just work my ass off. To just get out of fucking debt. That's literally it. I would love to just dedicate my whole summer this year to just making fucking bread, paying my car off, paying the few people that I owe money back to, and then going from there so I can go ahead and fucking live my fucking life. Start, like, spending money on hobbies that I want to spend it on. Start meeting people. Find a girl I fall in love with. She somehow accidentally become my paramour. And I fucking live a fucking life with her and just be happy. Like, that's ultimate goals right now. It's like, I mean, trajectory of myself right now as single, which is where I need to be focusing my intentions, because it's like I'm not putting anything on a relationship. As much as I would like that to happen, I don't need that to happen. Like, my life is great right now. It's just boring. It'd be fun to have an actual companion, a partner. I want some cute-ass girl's opinion in my ear 24/7. Sue me. I want her to just show up and start talking and then just not stop talking to me. That's about it. I'm pretty basic. As long as the conversation's good and we're all there for the same reasons. Like, I don't know. People stress over this relationship stuff, and I just don't think it really has to be that difficult. Just don't settle for someone you don't actually want to be with. Like, I'm like, if we're not, like, getting lost in conversation regularly, then it's like, what's the point? Because that's just like a baseline for me. I get lost in conversation with myself, clearly. If I'm not doing that with you, then the fuck are we looking for? It's basic, but it's not that easy to find that. But yeah, trajectory, right? Again! Golly, I left my water at home, that's the issue. I left my water and my gosh darn notebook with my notes in it. I'm going off the cuff. Not that I, like, script this stuff out, but I have something to just, like, reference to keep my thoughts in track. But as of right now, as, like, a single dude, the only thing I really want to focus on is just getting money and living below my means. Like, once this car is paid off, yeah, I would like to fix it up a little bit, like new tires or wheels or whatever. I might paint it, upgrade suspension, beef up the motor a little bit. Make it just a real snot rocket. I'd like to go insanely fast for no damn reason, and I want to handle like a gosh darn go-kart. Okay? Sue me, I'm basic. I like going fast, and I just like driving. But past that, dude, that's really not that much money, because it's like, what I have now is pretty sweet. But yeah, past that, I'd like some bomb-ass camping gear. I don't know as far as hobbies what I'd like to do, but it's like, once I got the money to figure that out, sweet, it'll come, dude. It'll come. Like, I enjoy working out. I like being active, so it'll probably be something active, like rock climbing. I don't know. I'm just thinking. Like, every single thing about me right now is this projection of myself in the future, because it's like, I just can't do it. I can't go just be me and go camping on the weekend. I don't have the fucking money, man. Like, I don't have the tent that I want. I don't have the setup. Yeah, I could just go buy something cheap, but fuck it. I only live one fucking life. I want to do what I'm doing, and I want to do it fully and not fucking skimp by anymore. I've done that enough. Like, fuck. I am so willing to wait for what I want in the way that I want it. And I do not feel bad about it. It's like, yeah, I turned 30, but fuck, I'm only 30. There's people out here that are like 80 years old, and they're still having fun somehow. Yeah, it would suck that if I had to wait to 80 to be having fun, But it's like, I'll be 80. So I'll be in the moment at 80. So what does it fucking matter? So, like, yeah, it's like, I'm going to have to wait for it, and I'm willing to wait for it. And you know what? I'm super excited to wait for it, because every fucking moment I don't have it is a fucking moment I get to fucking work on myself and, like, get shit together and make sure that I'm the dude that I want to be whenever this next opportunity or this next relationship or this next what the fuck ever pops up. I am so fucking happy every single day that my biggest struggle in life right now is just figuring out how to be myself. Like, fuck. I'm so happy that gets me anxious, because once I figure that out, it's smooth sailing in my head. Like, I just don't see that being a bad thing. Me unabashedly being myself. Life's great, man. Don't overthink it. Or do. Get it how you fucking live.